Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Adrienne and I make makeup related content. Eyeshadow palettes are my favorite. I'm also a licensed esthetician and a bridal makeup artist, so occasionally you may see some vlogs about how I run my two businesses on my channel, but today I'm coming to you with the first impression of the BH Cosmetics Emerald palette from their Birthstone series. The Emerald palette is a 7-pan palette that looks like this on the inside. The emerald shade, obviously, as you can see, is the larger shade in the palette. Now I will show you some swatches of what these shades look like on my complexion, and I'll be right back. Now that you've had a chance to see what those swatches look like on my complexion, I'll show you how I created the look I'm wearing today, and I'll be back with some final first impressions on the Emerald palette. For my first impressions on the Emerald palette, I have been doing quite a few of the videos on the Birthstone collection. Obviously, there's going to be 12 palettes total as of the day that I'm recording this. It is November 30th, so the Topaz palette for December has not been released yet, so I just have the first 11 palettes, and the Emerald palette is the 4th palette that I've gotten into. So if you haven't seen the other videos, the last one that I released was the Pearl palette, and I'll post a link to that above. You can click on it and watch it. Also down in the description box, I'll have the other 3 that I've done. It is the Citrine, the Pearl, and the Garnet palette. But back to the Emerald palette. This palette, I like it a lot because it's greens, and I am quite partial to green eyeshadows. The quality of these shadows is excellent. I wish I was brave enough to play in the glitter shade, but I'm going to be doing some other videos and possibly taking the eye look off and filming another look, and trying to get all the glitter off is very difficult. So for that reason, I'm shying away from the glitter. As you saw when I was applying the look, the shades went on really pigmented. This shade here, I did have to really be careful with how much I was putting down as my transition base shade because it is so pigmented. And I ended up using a lot more of this shade here, which is kind of a greenish with a slight amount of brown in it. It's very dark olive, almost to the point of being brown, but it is green. I ended up using more of that off screen to come further in the crease area on my eye. It, with the burgundy shade here, looks better if you kind of diffuse the 2 of them together. They don't muddy, but it doesn't look to me very good when you have just the green shade here and it's just a outer V shade and it's very choppy. So I did blend that a little bit more off camera. The whole look came together super easy, and I really like this metallic formula. I especially like my Center Pop shade. They did such a good job with the formulation of the metallics in this palette. It's hard to believe that initially these palettes were only $9 a piece when I paid for mine almost 2 weeks ago. I did pay $7 and some cent for them. And for Black Friday, they had them on sale for $5.40. And today, I was just on BH Cosmetics website, November 30th, and I saw that you can get the Birthstone Collection palettes for $4.50. So this is definitely a palette that I would recommend and would wear again. I feel like it's such a good Christmas look. It's a great holiday palette. And as I was doing my head wrap, I thought that it kind of looked like a present, like I'm wrapped up like a present, and this palette is so appropriate for the look for the holiday season. So I don't think that you're going to be finding too many palettes that's this good of quality for $4.50 to create a beautiful holiday look. I'm sure, like I said, there's some other things you can do with this palette by switching some of the shades around. I did try to use all of the metallic shades on my eyelid, but if you didn't want it to be so green, this shade here is beautiful. This bronzy shade here, it's more of a bronzy brown, and I like that about it because it kind of reminds me of a metallic coffee bean shade. It's not that orangey bronze, it's more of a coffee bean color. And I think that would create a beautiful look together if you took this shade and this champagne looking shade here that I have in the inner corner and combined the 2 of those with the mattes. Also, the glitter looks like it would be quite interesting. So to be a 7-pan palette, there is quite a bit of variety in this palette. And I can't say enough good things about it. I think it's definitely worth the money, even at the full price of $9. But lucky for you, if you decide to order it, you can get it now on sale. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to support the channel. I'll see you soon.